Keane, disrespect. Ten Hag, respect. Which camp are you in here?
I think if you want a goal, you bring him on. I think it sort of tells you where he's at with Ten Hag. I know Ten Hag's saying it's a respect for him. But if you've got one of the all-time best goal scorers in world football on the pitch, on the bench, why wouldn't you want him on the pitch? Obviously, he felt like the game had passed him by, but even still, I'd still want to give him some game time so that he's got minutes in his legs, so he's at match sharpness. I don't think it's a disrespect from Ten Hag. I think it was just a decision that is being made. I think Roy Keane spoke after the game as saying that he knew firsthand that there would be 4 or 5 clubs in for Ronaldo. Now, if Ronaldo felt that his position at Manchester United was going to be that he was going to be a bit part player, he could get out. There's no two ways that he could walk out the club and it wouldn't be a problem leaving, because Manchester United are paying, I don't know, probably between £300,000 and £500,000 a week on his wages. If they were to slash that wage bill, do you think they'd be delighted? Absolutely they would, for a player who's potentially going to sit on the bench for a long time. I don't think it's a disrespect as such, but I'd still want him on the pitch if I was a fan and if I was a player.
Tough defeat to take for United. Seemed they've been making progress since Brentford. How do they repair the damage of this one?
I think you could just see the gulf in class between the two sides, and maybe it was a bit of a reality check. I think at the start of the season, when we saw how Manchester United were playing, you know, we spoke about, we didn't see a work rate, we've seen a lack of desire, they didn't look organised. And then they seemed to turn it around and pick up some good results. Obviously, you know, beating Liverpool, Arsenal. I know Arsenal had a lot of the game in that, but they still managed to get the points. And we kept saying it doesn't seem like Ten Hag's playing the way that he wants to play. We know he likes to dominate possession. We know he likes to play through the thirds. And Manchester United weren't playing that way. But you just thought that's going to take time. It is going to be, you know, I hate the word process. It's something that, you know, I know managers use a lot of, but it is going to be a long process to be able to instill his style and his philosophy on that team. And I just thought yesterday there was lots of things that they didn't do right in terms of the spaces. I think Stephen showed the spaces in between the units. Man City just exploited that. They were getting in between those spaces, picking the ball up, and they didn't look the organised side that they should have looked. Whether the selection in players were wrong, should Casemiro have come into that midfield area to try and make it a little bit more solid? So there were lots of things they'll have to learn and reflect from, but I think the biggest thing was the gulf in class between the two sides.